Thanks for joining us at sportingbet. Well, we're back with Neil Channing from the Betting Emporium. It's punter versus bookmaker again, Neil.
It certainly is.
We went through the champion hurdle last time, and of course you can get all of Neil's better tips and the real in-depth analysis at the Betting Emporium. We're looking at the Arkle now though, and we've got a hot favourite here. Footpad hasn't put a foot wrong so far against what looks like a pretty average field for me, but the Betting Emporium don't usually specialise in even money and 10 to 11 shots, Neil. How do you bet this race? How do you give the sportingbet viewers a chance to nick a few quid on this one?
Well, you're right. I mean, Footpad has been very impressive so far. And one good thing about that is it's going to scare away, I think, quite a lot of other runners. So what I do think about this race is that we could end up with quite a small field. Now, at the moment, if you have a bet with sportingbet, I believe we're going to get the very generous fifth first three. And you're doing non-runner no bet, so we definitely know we're safe, even if our horse is a non-runner. And if we have an each way bet, first three, even if on the day there turns out for some reason to only be maybe 7, 6 or 5 runners, we still get those first 3 places. So that's quite a big edge to us and something that you bookmakers are normally a bit not too happy about. So I don't know whether you saw the big race at Leopardstown, the Irish Arkle, and Footpad was very impressive, you're right. I mean, it led all the way, really good. But if you remember from last year's champion hurdle, the horse Petit Mouchoir finished 3rd, and Footpad was 4th in the champion hurdle last year. And these two competed at Leopardstown. They came 1st and 2nd in the Irish Arkle. There was a few lengths between them, but I don't know whether you saw that race. Petit Mouchoir made a little bit of a mistake at the first, and then a big mistake at the second. Now, this is a 2-mile race. Once you make those mistakes early on, it's very hard to get back into the race. I think on a stiffer track like Cheltenham, without those mistakes, it would have been a lot closer. And these two horses, I could see Petit Mouchoir turning it around with Footpad. We get 5 to 1 with sportingbet. We get our money back if it doesn't run. We get a 5th first 3. So even if it comes 2nd or 3rd, and this horse, you know, okay, it made those mistakes, but apart from that, it jumped beautifully. I don't see a problem with it getting round. I'm getting my money back if it comes 2nd or 3rd. Wherever Footpad finishes, Petit Mouchoir will be pretty close. I think it can beat it this time. That'll do for me.
As usual, great analysis from Neil. We're taking you on with that 5 to 1 Petit Mouchoir, non-runner no bet at sportingbet. We'll be back with Neil and the Betting Emporium soon. Join us here at sportingbet.